What is going on, guys? Jay Hoyt back with you today. I am bringing you the fourth episode of the Be a GM series. Now, we are sitting at the trade deadline, wondering if we should make any moves. And in last video, we were having a very hard time scoring. So we were debating whether to make a move or just to try to do lineup changes or roster changes or whatever the case may be. To try to get the offense going. Now, we do actually have Hoffman in lead with goals, but some guys aren't really pulling their weight. So what I did before the video started was I did a bunch of pre-scouting. Now, what's funny is the trade I'm going to make actually already happened, but it was in real life beforehand. So in case you don't get what I'm referring to, I am referring to Milan Mikhailiuk being traded for Danny Heatley. Now, you may say, why would you do that trade? Heatley's washed up, whatever you want to say about him. But he's actually on Florida right now. I don't know about where he is in real life, but on this game right now, he is on Florida. So, the reason why I thought about this trade was I was going through all the trades. They do want to get rid of him, but he's not on the trade block. So, when I was looking through, I found a couple of guys that were kind of in the same boat as Mikhailiuk, being a little bit older, a lot less trade value, and a lot less overall. So when I found Danny Heatley, I was going through all the teams trying to find somebody to trade for Mikhailiuk because he is just not performing at all. So we left him in for a whole month. He didn't put up a single point. So I mean, we have to move him in some way. So they do want Mikhailiuk, and they do want to get rid of Heatley. So I think maybe just a change of scenery for Mikhailiuk will help boost him. Maybe, I don't know. But Florida is definitely struggling, so they just need a change there. But I did look, and it's their goalies that are kind of letting them down a little bit. But I don't think this will go through just straight him for him. Now, you may say, why Heatley? He's washed up. But if you look at his stats, they're very, very similar to Mikhailik's. And if you look at his points this year, he is still performing. Now, at 34 years old, he is 4 years older than Mikhailiuk, but he's performing. And if you look at his contract in the top right, he's only on a 1-year, $1 million contract. Now, if that's not a steal for an 83 overall sniper that's actually performing in the NHL, then I don't know what is. So I was looking. I said I have to go for him. I mean, this is too good not to give up, or too good of an opportunity to give up. So what I did was I don't actually know if this trade's going to go through straight for straight, and it's not. So it says it's a little bit off. So we're actually just going to go down and throw in some kind of pick. I'm not, let's go with, now this may seem again cheaty like in the last trade, but I'm going to wait and I'll try to get through the draft picks. But I think let's start out with a 4th rounder. I don't want to give him too much back, but in the original trade, they ended up giving up, or it was San Jose and Ottawa. Mikhailiuk went to Ottawa with Jonathan Chichu. I think maybe another player in a second-round pick or something. I don't remember. But then it was just for Danny Heatley, I believe, on the other side. So in this case, we're not going to throw in second-round picks and extra players. We're just going to try a 4th. Will it work? It won't. It's just a touch. So most likely, if we throw in a 3rd, they will do it. So, Milan Mikhailiuk is no longer an Ottawa Senator. He is in Florida. So, let's go back. Let's not do the trade block. Let's go back to roster moves and put Danny Heatley back in the lineup. So, the return of Danny Heatley is coming back to Ottawa. So, now this leaves a question to all. He's the same overall as Hoffman, but that doesn't really matter in this situation. I want to keep him on the 3rd line with Lazar and Chiasson to try to get that line going. Now, another thing I was thinking about in the last video was, could we move Stone down for Chiasson and then move Hoffman down, or basically do this. Here, I'll show you. So, basically do this. Okay, go back to the original lineup, kind of, but move Stone with Heatley and then have a young guy with Lazar and then try to get that line going. So now we have basically a really good first line with a bunch of guys that are performing, not as late, but guys that could perform when they're not in a slump. Then you have 2 proven guys this year, and Hoffman is a advantage ad. Chiasson, who I'm trying to get better, and then Stone and Heatley as scorers on this line with Lazar, hoping Lazar can get some more numbers. Then we have the fourth line in Greening, Smith, and Neal, where I don't really want to move any of that. So we did make this move. Defense, I'm keeping the same. I'm not going to touch that till the offseason probably, and then we'll probably do something with the bottom two. So in case we need it, we still have Phillips. We still have, who else is it? Legwand up here. So if someone's just struggling and not performing, we can always throw them in there. Now, in this game, it's kind of weird that you can send them down to juniors if they're young enough. So Curtis Lazar, I was always questioning why Ottawa actually kept him up in real life, why he kept him there. He's kind of doing the same thing, just a lot less points. I don't remember. I think he's got like 10 points or so in real life, but he's not really performing like a guy that should stay in the lineup his first year of the NHL. So I don't know if I should send him down or if I should just kind of keep him there and just let him play. Now, he can't play in the AHL this year, but that we have Legwand, so if we want to make that move, we can. So, I mean, he'd either just be scratched or we can send him down to the juniors. But that means we don't have him for the playoffs if we do make it. So that's the only reason I'm keeping Phillips up here and not trading him right away, because he is a depth guy. I mean, he's still an 82 overall, so he's not terrible, but I mean, right now he's just not performing now. So if we have injuries in the playoffs, which I will turn on, just so you know. So if you haven't seen any injuries, that's why I'm leaving injuries off, so I don't have to make roster moves and a million changes during the videos. However, we do have the depth guys, so I will turn injuries on for the playoffs. So that's the only really move I made, that we're making so far. Now, I think I'm going to keep Chiasson on the third line. For now, I'll leave Stone on the second line. But if more stuff needs changing, I might change these two and then put Legwand in. I'm not sure yet. But let's get to simulating, because I end up spending way too much time on the power plays, on roster moves and lineup changes and all their good stuff. But what is this? Penalty kill? Yeah, I'll put Lazar in there. Hopefully the young gun can get some shorties for us. And we'll put Lazar, and my video's done. Awesome. Alright, so now we're at the trade deadline, and we just made that move before it, so we don't have to go through the trade deadline. So we'll just simulate it through just to see if there's any other trades that people want to make with us. But I'm not going to be trying to look for people's trading. There you go. There's a trade. Mahalik and a third to Florida for Danny Heatley. Oh, there actually was some other trades. Looks like just some depth guys. And yeah, you guys see that other trade if you haven't seen it before. Some other trades, yeah, older guys, younger guys. Everyone's going everywhere. Jerome McGinley got traded again. That's cool. Going to Anaheim. Some more young guys getting traded. That's cool. But we're not really looking to make trades here, but I mean, if somebody wants to trade with us, then we'll gladly look at it. But if not, then I'll just simulate right through. So we got another trade in here. Looks like two young guys for two depth guys. Okay, cool. And nobody wants to trade with us. Fucking awesome. Alright, so we made it through the trade deadline without any trades. There was a couple moves by other teams, but nothing really too big that really needs to be mentioned. But let's just get a month of simulated done. We'll probably go right up to the playoffs and then stop. And I'll start making a playoff video, but I will go simulation game by game and more in depth. And we'll do a round at a time. And I'll turn on injuries, so that will make it a little bit more interesting. So we started the month out 2 losses, which isn't 3 losses, and we lost to Buffalo, so that isn't good. So hopefully we go on at least we get a bunch of wins, so we can at least make the playoffs. And if Anderson gets hurt, obviously we have Leonard and Hammond to back them up. So sitting at 31, 26, and 8, we are not looking good at all. So I'm not exactly sure what to do in this situation. I mean, losing, oh my goodness, 8-0 to Montreal. I don't know what to do after that one. Okay, they just respawn right away to the Islanders. But with this series, I do want to go lengthy ways. So it's not just going to be the first couple of years I'm going to stop and then go to some other different team. I want to take this about 10 years, so that way all the older guys retire, get out of the league, and then we can have some of the younger guys shine like Hoffman, and even Turris can still be considered young, and Zibanejad and Carlson and CC, all those younger guys. Some guys in the AHL right now, they could come up, perform, and do whatever else. And then obviously when you get McDavid up here and Jack Eichel's not actually in this game, which kind of bugs me, but obviously he's not in the game. And then all the other good prospects come up, perform, and then we get to see the young gun show. That's a tongue twister right there. But just see the younger guys perform. It's kind of cool. But looks like Anaheim's wrapping up their year with home ice in the playoffs. Some of the AHL teams are performing quite well. Actually, we've gone on a couple game win streak right here, so that's good. Hopefully, we can finish off this month on a winning streak. We're about to reach 40 wins, so that's hard to look away from. But we still have a lot of overtime losses. Now, obviously, those are 1-goal games. And what were we on? We were on a, 8-game win streak right there. So that's not bad at all. So we reached April 1st. Where are we in the standings? Okay, so we are competing for the spots. So there's 3 teams, basically us, Montreal, and Tampa Bay. They're competing for that third and fourth spot, I should say, for the playoffs. So let's see, another 2 weeks basically. We gotta beat Tampa Bay, so let's just simulate right till after that game. We need to beat Tampa Bay. I mean, Stamkos, sorry buddy, but we gotta beat you. So I wish I had a drum roll noise right now. That'd be awesome. But we end up, come on, losing it. Why? All right, so that's not good. So that puts Tampa Bay in the lead. So we need basically all these games winning. I mean, we don't absolutely need to, but I mean, it would help us out a lot. Hoffman, 1 goal away from 30, so that's good. That's cool to see. So hopefully in these upcoming games, he can reach it. We're facing Washington. He still hasn't reached it. Toronto, we ended up losing. Freaking scouting. I wish there was a different system to this. Let's just go WHL. There's a bunch of good prospects there. Losing to Toronto, was that an overtime game? I don't think so. We are not doing good right now. It looks like the other teams aren't either. So I think we need all these games to win. I'm not exactly sure about that one, but hopefully someone steps up and wins it for us. That's a big win right there. 3-0 against Pittsburgh. That's a good team. The Rangers are a good team. Hopefully, maybe, yes, that's 2 wins. Philadelphia, it's actually going to stop on it, which is going to be annoying. I'll just simulate right through it. Actually, no. Let me stop. Let's not simulate it yet. Where are we? 92. So if we win, where's Montreal? Did we face them recently? I don't think we did. Montreal. They have 50, 81. So if we win, I believe we're in. If I'm correct. Because they have the same amount of games as us. Yeah. They have the same. They have 1 more overtime loss, I think. I don't even know. Anyway, I think if we win, we're in. If not, then it's going to be close. I'm not exactly sure. So we're facing Philadelphia. So this is a simulation I'm going to do for the playoffs, just in case you guys didn't know. I will show goals, and then I'll simulate a minute at a time unless goals happen like that. Giroux gets the first one, but there will be injuries, so obviously some players may not be in the ice all the time like they normally are. So, I mean, if I went to all events, it would go crazy, and a lot of stuff would happen. But during this simulation, I could just talk about what's going on, what could we improve on, all other good stuff. But Zach Smith from the 4th line gets a goal from the right after that, Mika Zibanejad. 5 seconds. What? 5 seconds later. What? He must have literally just went in the zone and just shot it. I mean, 5 seconds. That's not a lot of time. Ryan White, late goal. Can we come back? No, we can't. Okay, so I'm not exactly sure what's going to go on here. So, what happened? Chiasson fought Ronaldo. Good, I hate Ronaldo. Oh, Ronaldo fought again. Griva. Anybody else fight him? Nope. All right. So, who was in net? Anderson was in net. Obviously, there's no injuries yet. But Anderson might have screwed us there. So, I will simulate up. I don't know if we're going to the playoffs or not. I don't think Hoffman scored either, so I don't think he got his 30. Are we in the playoffs, though? That's the big question. Are we in the playoffs? We are. Oh, my goodness. So, we are in the playoffs. Good news. We did make it. How close were we? I don't even know. I want to go check this, though. Oh, Montreal made it. What? Eastern. What? Who did we beat out? So it looks like Florida didn't do much better at the end of the year. So that's kind of surprising. Oh, we got the 8th seed. So we snuck right in there. So we must have got like a wild card spot or something. But anyway, guys, this will be the wrap-up video of this season. Then the next video will be the playoffs. So we will go through the playoffs. We'll simulate through. Hopefully make a run for the Cup. I don't know who we're going to face. Actually, we're facing Detroit first round. So that'll be a tough task. But Carlson leading the way. 74 points. Wow. I mean, if we had a little bit better of a defensive with him, he probably could have put up more points. Hoffman right behind him. MacArthur, Ryan, all these guys obviously put up points. I'll just go position by position so you guys can see. Obviously, Lagwan, I didn't put him for all the games, but Lazar, we did. I mean, he still had a good year playing on third line, but we need more of him in the future. So Danny Heatley, I don't remember how many points he had when we got him, but he is performing still on that third line. So he actually played 85 games. That's insane. So, I mean, Colin Greening, 20 points on the fourth line. It's still good. Top 3 are still good. We definitely need to upgrade that spot. Defensive-wise, I mean, the top 4 performing just like I thought. Mathot, these guys. Don't really know what to say about them. But here is the story. So, let's see. Count it 4, be it 32 and 33, I think that is. Yes, it is 32 and 33. So he did not have a very good season. Goals against 2.74, but Leonard still performed good in the backup role. Got a shutout. Leonard got an assist, so that's good. So we have some questions there in goal for the playoffs, but we're probably just gonna stick with Anderson unless he does bad. But I'll show the AHL real quick. I'm not gonna go too in depth with them, but you guys can see it there. I'm not gonna go into much of it, but I'll just go to the bottom. Yeah, a lot of guys don't perform. Okay, so goalies, Hammond, not nearly as good as I thought he was gonna do, but 1.93, 93. Yep, there we go. All that good stuff. He never got an assist after that. So in the next video, we will be covering the playoffs and all other good stuff. And actually, I forgot to do the teams. Nope, not that. The team stats I meant. Where is it? Nope, that's playoffs. I can't click right now, guys. Where is it? No, team stats. Is it this? No, that's player. Where am I trying to go? I don't know where I'm trying to go, guys, but I was trying to look at everything. But anyway, guys, that's the end of the video. In the next video, we'll be facing Detroit in the first round of the playoffs. I can actually go see the playoff tree so you guys can see it for yourselves. We got Anaheim and Colorado, the 1 and 4 seeds. The LA and San Jose 2-3. Chicago and Dallas 1-4, and Nashville. And that kind of looks like real life right now. Then we got Detroit and us, the 1 and 4. Boston, Tampa Bay 2-3. The Rangers and Montreal. Good thing we didn't have to face Montreal. That's a good thing. So hopefully the Rangers take them out, and then Pittsburgh and Carolina. I'm surprised about Carolina because they're sucking right now. But anyway, guys, that's going to be the end of the video. Like if you enjoyed. Comment what you think is going to happen in the playoffs. It's so close. And subscribe if you're new to my channel. But anyway, guys, that's in the video, and I'll see you later.